Good day and assalamu alaikum everyone, especially to our instructor. Good day, ma'am. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mutmaina Yunus and I am part of Group 11 or Chapter 11. And the topic given to me is a function of a financial management. So, when you hear function of financial management, what comes to your mind? So, ito yung kung paano natin mamamanage or makontrol ang financial ng isang business or organization. Letter A. Treasurership. It involves provision of funds, custody of funds, or the cashier's function, credit, and collection and investment. So, sa treasurership, napapaloob dito yung provision of funds, custody of funds, or the cashier function. Means, sa treasurership is all about the funds or the money na pumapasok at lumalabas sa bank account ng isang negosyo or ng isang organization. Ang function ng treasurer is to see to it that there are sufficient funds to provide for all needs or various operation unit. Letter B. Controllership. Another function is to see to it that the funds are efficiently and effectively utilized. So, involved naman sa controllership ang financial planning, accounting records and report, tax administration, government reporting, and internal control. Ibig sabihin, kasama sa function ng financial management ang pagpaplano sa mga tax administration, yung mga government reporting. So, means ito siguro yung DTI. Financial planning is important because the funds of enterprise are limited and must be allocated properly to the best interest of the business. Mahalaga ang financial planning, especially to those entrepreneurs na nagsisimula pa lamang ng kanilang business. Not only sa kanila but sa lahat ng businesses na importante ang financial planning. Bakit? Dahil sabi dito, enterprise are limited funds and must be allocated properly to the best interest of the businesses. Ibig sabihin, mahalaga ang pagpaplano sa financial dahil limited lamang ang kanilang funds or ang funds ng isang enterprise. A financial plan is a course of action for obtaining and using the money that need to implement the goals of the business organization. Kailangan din sa pagpaplano ng financial management ng isang negosyo or business ang maingat na paggastos ng pera at siguraduhin din na magagamit or ginagamit ito sa mga bagay na makakatulong sa business na lumago o umunlad ito. So, ang sabi dito, financial planning must be realistic. So, meron tayo ditong 3 step na involve ang financial planning. So, ang number 1 dito is establishing objectives. These should be clear and specific to determine their cost or budgets. Sa establishing objectives, ay dapat yung goal mo is clear and specific para hindi masira ang financial ng isang business or para maging maayos ang takbo ng isang negosyo. Number 2, budgeting. A budgeting is an estimated or projected program of expenses and income over a specified future period. Sa budgeting naman is ito yung kung paano natin paano natin as a business owner mababudget ang pagpapaikot o paano natin mapapaikot ang profit and income ng isang negosyo para mas mapaunlad pa ito at mas mapalawak. Number 3. Identifying the source of funds. There are 4 ways of financing business enterprise. Number 1, income from sales. Number 2, owners' money and sales of shares of stock. Number 3 is borrowing from friends, relatives, and financing institutions, and issuing of bonds. And number 4, sales of some property of the enterprise as a last resort. May 4 na ways sa financing business. Ang una na dito ay ang income sales. Ito yung kita ng isang negosyo sa sales. So, ang pangalawa naman ay ang owner money. And sales shares of stock. Sa financing business, nagagamit natin ang funds galing sa owners and syempre pati na rin ang perang investment ng mga shareholders. Ang pangatlo naman is borrowing from friends, relatives, and financial institution and issuing of bonds. Pwede rin tayong manghiram ng ipangsisimula natin ng negosyo at bayaran na lang natin if ever na lumago na ang ating negosyo. Tulad ng ginawa ni Jack Ma, the entrepreneur of Alibaba. According to him, nanghiram lang daw siya ng perang pinangpuhunan niya. And look at him now, he owned the Alibaba. And last, sales of some property of the enterprise. Pwede rin nating magamit sa financial ang isang business ang ilang property natin. Use of funds. Funds refer to money or its equipment which used in obtaining and bring together for the attainment of your business object. Ang funds is tulad ng kinokolekt dati sa atin ng mga classroom officers nyo. If meron kayong ganun, dati especially senior high school, kami kasi meron ganun. Kakarating lang ko kolektahin agad. By the way, let's go back to our topic. Ang funds ay perang nakokolekta ng owner para sa isang particular na layunin. So, sa pag-business, since business ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. The funds are used to obtain resources which are referred to as asset. Asset can be classified as current or working capital which are used in the day-to-day operation of the business, or fixed asset which will be used by the business for long time, usually more than 1 year. Source of fund. So, you think ano ang source of fund ng isang business or saan galing ang funds na yan? Ang funds ay nanggagaling sa capital ng isang business owner, capital of owner's equity. Pwede rin tayong makakuha ng funds sa pakikipag-partnership. Yung funds is galing sa capital ng owner at sa mga stockholders nito. There are government and non-government organizations that extend both financial and technical assistance to small entrepreneurs. We have a Philippine National Bank or PNB, Development Bank of the Philippines, DBP, and Land Bank of the Philippines, LBP. They have their own programs for small medium scale enterprise. In the case of NGO or non-government organization, there are numerous organizations that extend financial assistance for social progress and others. Foreign governments, through their embassies and international organizations, likewise likewise have their assistance program for micro and small businesses. Here are some source of funds. Number 1, short-term financing. Ito yung financing from one year or less. So, trade credit. Goods are delivered to retailers on consignment basis. This means they have to pay the goods within 30 to 90 days. Such credit line applies to retailers with good reputation or established business or relations. Another is promissory note. This is a written pledge by a borrower to pay a certain sum of money to a lender at a specific future date, such as loan and entails and interest. Another is unsecured bank loan. Commercial bank grant unsecured short-term loan to their customers at interest rate that vary in accordance with their credit ratings. Borrowers with a high credit rating get lower interest rate. And lastly is commercial paper. This is a short-term promissory note issued by big corporations. Commercial papers is secured by the reputation of issuing corporation. There is no collateral involved. Big firm with excellent credit reputation can easily raise a large amount of money from financial institutions. So kung may short-term financing tayo, meron din tayong long-term financing. Ito yung more than 1 year or lumalampas na siya sa 1 year. So here, loan, number 1 here is a loan. Many firms finance their long-range activities from loans borrowed from bank and other financial institutions. This required collateral such as land, equipment, and machinery. Terms of payment and indicate in loans agreement. Another is stock. This is a certificate of ownership. A stock is classified as common and preferred. Holders of common stock can elect directors and can decide major corporate action. In this case of preferred stockholders, they have no voting rights, but they have priority in claiming of profits and assets of the corporation. In general, only established corporations sell additional shares of stock to the public to finance their business projects. Lastly is bond. This is a certificate of indebtedness. It pledges to repay a specific amount of money with interest. Such certificate indicate also a maturity date. Big corporation issue bond to raise funds for their business activities. Bondholders have the first claim in the asset of the using corporation in case it gets bankrupt. Bonds are classified as debenture bonds, supported only by the reputation of using corporation. Mortgage bond, secured by the assets of the using corporation. And convertible bonds can be exchanged with shares of common stocks. So, let's proceed to book of account. Ang mga enterprise ay kailangan nilang sundin ang kanilang book of accounts para hindi malugi ang kanilang negosyo. Kailangan din nila ito i-check everyday kung magkano ba ang pumapasok na pera sa kanila or sa negosyo nila everyday. So, ang nakapaloob sa book of account ay ang journal. Una na dito pala ang journal. Ano nga ba ang journal? Ang journal ay ang pangunahing book of account kung saan naitala ang lahat ng transaksyon sa pagkakasunod-sunod ng petsa. Ito ay tulad ng isang tala-arawan ng mga pinansyal na aktibidad. So, ito yung example. Kung makikita ninyo, meron sa example dito ng journal is meron tayo ditong date, account and explanation, ref, debit, and credit. So, yan po ang example ng journal sa ating book of account. Ang next is a general ledger. So, ang ledger is ito yung book of account na nag-organize ng mga transaksyon ayon sa uri ng account. Halimbawa lamang dito is yung sa general ledger is isa para sa office equipment, isa para sa account payable, at isa para sa salaries and wage. So, ito yung mga halimbawa. Ayan po. Yan po yung mga halimbawa. So, ang next naman is ang chart of account. Ang chart of account ay ang listahan ng lahat ng account na ginagamit ng isang negosyo upang subaybayan ang kanilang mga pinansyal na transaksyon. Ito ay isang mahalagang tool para sa organisasyon ng mga financial na talaan at paggawa ng mga ulat sa pera. Ang bawat account sa chart of account ay may isang natatanging number at pangalan. Ang mga numero ay ginagamit upang ayusin ang mga account sa isang hierarchical at istruktura. Halimbawa ng account para sa mga asset ay ang maaaring pagsisimula ng number sa 1. Ang mga account para sa mga pananagutan ay maaaring magsimula sa number 2 at iba pa. So, ito po yung halimbawa. Makikita nyo po dito may 11 cash sa number of account number sa asset is sa cash is 11. Sa PT cash is 12. Ang sa merchandise inventory is 14. Sa supplies is 15. Official equipment is 16. Accumulated depreciation is 19. Sa liabilities naman is 21 ang sa account payable, 22 naman sa salaries payable, 23 naman sa taxes payable. Sa capital naman is 31 sa capital, 32 sa drawings or withdrawals, 33 naman sa daily summary of sales, cash receipts. Income naman, so number per dito is income. Ang number ng income sa sales is 41. 42 naman sa miscellaneous income. Sa expenses naman is 51 sa salary and wage expense, 52 sa rent expense, 53 sa supply expense, 54 sa interest expense, 55 sa purchase expense, and 56 sa depreciation expense, 57 sa advertising expense, 58 sa telephone expense, and 59 sa miscellaneous expense.